We're live, everybody. Good morning to you. We're trying to figure this new little system out because I want to be able to go live with you guys and have a cool
Morning
little
to you.
system. I got to get this off of there for me. But good morning to you guys. We're having a good little morning now because I'm trying this new setup, a new system where you guys get a chance to come hang out with me in different platforms all at the same time. Well, actually having my real this is my real camera, real studio setup. So in case you guys are wondering, like this is how I actually typically meet with people. But good morning, man. Today we're talking about change. We're talking about good morning, Marie. I see you guys. Good morning. We're talking about seriously, in my perspective, why we need to take a look at embracing change and new things and what's going to be different and how we lead into some new aspects of life. And here's what I look at, man. The best things in life have come from change. Good morning, Kareem. How you doing? Camille Harris. Good morning to you. Man, change is one of these things that we don't like. Think about it. Like nobody really, really, really likes change. Like we know that change is one of the best things for us. But nobody likes things to change, man. We want things to be the same all the time. We want to make it consistent. We like to know we have coming. In fact, a lot of people do not like entrepreneurship because of the fact that it's a lot of change. Like I may have a job, I may not have a job. Good morning, Geneva and Fenty. How you doing? We may have a job, we might not have a job. As my phone wants to remind me to come talk to you guys. Hey, it's 7:35 in the morning now. And here's what I look at about change. Good morning, Noella. Change is the thing that's always been there no matter what good or bad is taking place, especially the good stuff. When you got good stuff going, man, that's kind of things that I have found. That's what makes life great and livable, right? When things are going good in life, man, that's because something changed. As much as we don't want to think about it, don't want to realize it, it's because something changed. I've talked about it in the past before, but as we come into this new year, man, a lot of things have changed. Good morning, Crystal Flores, Ricky Spellman, how you doing? And what I've noticed for the way that our world works, but we got changes, man, the beauty is in the change of our lives. The beauty is in the things that we didn't expect to take place and something changed, right? The way our feelings change about a man or a woman, the way our feelings change about the job we had, the way our feelings change about the world we have, maybe about politics you have, right? Your world changed a little bit. And when there's that change, man, you usually can have something new. But the problem I find for a lot of people is it happens proactive or reactively. They let change take place in a reactive manner, which means they're not planning for this kind of stuff. They let life just kind of be a leaf in the wind. And it sucks sometimes when we have leaf in the wind feelings, when you feel like, man, I'm going through the motions. Hello, CL Barbara. How you doing, man? Clay Barrett from Brazil. Good morning to you, man. And I think we have these changing moments, but we got to start thinking about what exactly is it that we can do to proactively change things, to be able to control this. Because here's the truth. When you have controlled the change, man, you have a lot more joy in life. Even if it's not the everything, right? But when you can control the change, how you choose to change your perspectives, how you choose to change your education level, how you choose to change your job, change your relationship, change your underwear, maybe, right? If you get that to change, you feel good. Think about when you put some clean underwear on. I'm just making something up right now, but you know what I'm talking about. The idea is that we get to have the position to be in control of the change we have. And I think there's a way you can do this without having so much stress and craziness come around, right? Here's the first thing I think you should think about when it comes to change. Change, at the end of the day, it provides you strength. Like that's the truth. When you change the weights on a bar, like you provide yourself more strength. And I think sometimes people don't realize that a lot of the change that we have in our life is preparing us for later on opportunity. Repeat this. A lot of the change you have in life is preparing you for later on opportunity. When this opportunity comes, don't you want to be strong enough to take it on? I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, why would there not be situations where we are not trying to take on these new changes, these new situations, these new things? And I believe that for a lot of us, man, we really got to comprehend that the truth of the matter is when you have these aspects of what's unique and what's new and what's beautiful for you, man, when you can take these things on, it's a game changer for you. It genuinely becomes a game changer because now you're in a position to realize that this change that you have is preparing you for something later on that you don't see. And if you realize that what you don't see can be greater than what you can see, oh man, it makes life so much better. I realize in my life, all the things I've wanted to go after, I've desired to go after, almost to a T every time, they have been something that was far greater than I could have explained or denied or experienced in my own head. I could never have pictured it. Stacey Harris, hello. How you guys doing? Camille Harris, good morning. Good morning. I see you guys. I got all these platforms going, which is amazing. Hey, Anthony, I appreciate it. Ed Avis. I appreciate it, man. You guys don't know Ed. Ed is a familiar face that I have a great deal of respect and love for, but I appreciate you, man. I'm feeling good. Today, I'm 37 years old yesterday. So today and for the rest of my next year, I'm 37 years old, but I appreciate it, Ed, man. I'm hoping you're doing well in retirement, my dude. But yeah, man, change is one of these things where if you can get to the realization of the thing that's going to happen later is going to be better than what you picture, you will openly take on change. You will proactively take on things that are changing underneath your feet. And what's cool about that is now you're in the driver's seat. Like now you're in control. Now you have a little bit of what you need to make the next level of your life great. It's the first part about it. Second thing is with change, you typically never do it alone. Most people have this feeling of a fear of change because there's a solo aspect to it. I am by myself. I am siloed. I am solitude. I have nobody else here. Appreciate the love, Ricky Spellman. Yeah. Aloha from Hawaii and entertainment industry. I appreciate that, Teddy Wells, man. Thank you. So what I'm telling you is, you're never doing things alone. I love community. I do these things now live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to the world. Cause for me, man, like I enjoy doing this stuff. Like I have fun humming on, hanging out. I'm on like 5 different platforms right now, which is totally different than what I expected ever to be doing. But I love this right now. And it's cool because it's in community. Right. That's the beauty of the world we live in nowadays is you can do things in community. And if you think about what that looks like and what it means, like it allows you to have less stress. And here's why, because as things change, if you have not made this change before, if you haven't done this before, someone else typically has. And guess what? They managed it. They had the strength. They can lend it to you. It's not like lifting weights by yourself. It's like lifting weights with a spotter. Think about it. If you don't know what a spotter is, when you're lifting weights, you can't push that little extra, difference of the range of motion. Someone comes up and spots the bar up. They help you lift it a little bit, right? And I think that's one of the things few people take into account when considering changing things. They think they got to do it all by themselves, and you do not. You don't have to be the only one out there, only one doing things, only one building, only one growing, only one learning, only one taking the hits. You got to be the one that leans on other people. Go out and reach out to your community or build a community of people who have the strength in areas that you might not. And then what it turns into is you, in fact, being able to manage change much better, much smoother, much easier. And I believe that's the thing a lot of people are scared of and missing is one, they don't realize that there's so much greatness in change. And two, they feel like they have to do it alone. So as you start thinking about this new year, I'm talking about this because things have changed massively. More than we wanted them to, right? I actually enjoy the change. I get to be home and hanging out with my family a bit more than I used to. But what I do realize for a lot of people, man, is that there's this change that not only has happened, but will happen. You're coming up to a new change in the world. And as much as there's going to be a fear of what's old being gone, the new should excite you. There's going to be new job opportunities, new complete markets that open up, new industries that blossom. There's going to be new opportunity for new connections, new people, man. There's going to be a lot of things that happen that are new, and it's going to be change. It's going to be scary, but you get to go in and build the muscles, build the strength, build what you got to build to have the strength to be able to take on something new and be amazing at it, as well as on top of that, be able to have an opportunity, I believe, to have a lot more cool people in your life that that are settling in, that are leaning on you and you lean on them to help something new take place. There's new ideas I have that are going to be taking off because of things I don't actually know 100% about, but I know my expertise in the area, but I have other people that I know, which is a great thing. Geneva says one of my problems most times, but I'm finding that help I need with my best friend and some relatives. Awesome. Katie says I love being home too. I do too. I'm not going to lie. I love being home. Teddy Wells says Hawaii is building a film industry without racism, sexism, and predatory behavior. Interesting, Teddy. The world needs that. So there's no more Me Too issues going on. But yeah, I want you to think about that as we head into this new year. What kind of change can you embrace, and what kind of change can you create with community? I know some people may be talking about all the crazy new things going on, and people complain a lot. Let's be honest, people. It is a world where we need excitement. One of my best friends yesterday and I were walking down the reservoir. And he was having a conversation. He was talking. It's like, at the end of the day, he's like, there's this world we live in where everybody seems to be so angry right now. I was like, well, I find that a lot of people, we as human beings need excitement. We need something that kind of makes us feel alive and come alive, right? A little bit more emotion needs to come out of us. And what happens is when people, like for me in my job, my career, I get a lot of this out. Like I have a lot of energy being pressed out right now. So when I'm like off of work, we'll call it, I chill. I turn down. Most people leave work and turn up because they don't have this excitement, I think, in work. And I'm not saying it's you, but it might be. There's not a ton of excitement in career and in work, and that's okay. It's not that that has to be there. But typically we would go seek that outside. We would go to movies. We'd go and visit people. We'd go hang out. We'd take trips. We'd go be in community. We'd go to concerts. We'd do all these things to get that energy out, right? But nowadays we're left at home. We go to work and we sometimes work from home and we're just there. So where do we get it out? We get it out online. People get angry. They get in more arguments. There's more confrontation online. There's more going on online than ever has happened in the history of being online. And so what I think is as we go into this next new world and what's going on, man, people have to have these emotions that they manage a little bit better and realize that you don't have to be all crazy at home and go psycho. Like you can actually have some energy expelled in a positive manner. And what I recommend for people is figure out what you can do to change, to internally have a new aspect of what you give that energy to. Create something amazing. Work with your neighbors. Create something in your apartment complex or your building where you have your condo. Do something that's unique to create the energy that you need outside of work that's not going into a negative manner. If that's you. If it's not you, support the person who it is. If you know someone like that, support them, help them, guide them, because they need a little bit more. Because man, the world's different. And as much as we may not have desired this to take place a year ago, it's here. And it's blossoming. It's becoming something complete. Look what we're doing right now. You're streaming online with me on a whole bunch of different platforms, hanging out. And I love it. This is a blast because I get to teach and coach and share. And so what I want to give you is a thought as I conclude my thought for today is where can you change something proactively for the better? Where can you find something that's new, that feels different, that feels special, that feels great, that you want to continue to lean into? Because when you do this, man, things become great in this world. Geneva says, I want to create a nonprofit organization, but right now, just helping gives needed items to people in needs of toilet paper, hand sanitizer. Awesome. Andrew Johnson, hello. That's awesome. Geneva, do more of that. Give some things. Find some ways to give joy and give energy. Nowadays in the holiday season, man, we can give a lot of joy and energy to the world. So give joy and energy to the world, man. Go out and give some cool new things needs from you. And man, it changes the game. That's my thought for today. I'm testing this whole new live platform. I would love any feedback on if it works, which I'm assuming it works. I don't know if Instagram can hear me. I'm assuming they can. I had to log into a complete different Instagram account of mine to make it work. And so I got to see how that thing's moving. Because I typically would just do it on Instagram, but then some people were like, hey, do you do it on like IG Live and also Facebook? And do you do it on LinkedIn? I was like, I don't yet, but I'm going to. And so one thing I'm going to give you guys is some interesting concept. We'll see if I can do a banner. If I can do, look, I think I can do it. Here we go. If you guys want to get access to a daily podcast that I do. Let's see if this works. Shift Starter Daily, add the banner. Let's see if it worked. I'm going to show it. Boom, it started. Head to shiftstarterdaily.com. I'm glad that I got that to work because I did not plan on making this a little banner pop up. But if you go to shiftstarterdaily.com, you'll be able to actually join a daily podcast, 8 minutes from me for free, where I give you a little bump to the soul. It's a cool community of people that chat about the concept for the day, but it's just an 8-minute podcast, man. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth, while you're taking a shower in the morning, while you're out for a morning run, in the car to commute, wherever it is. It's a quick little 8 minutes, get a little juice in your life, bump your soul a little bit, get on with the day, and have a cool group of people to communicate with. I know on Instagram, I'm realizing that it doesn't come across perfectly. So my apologies, Instagram, shiftstarterdaily.com, and go check it out right now. That's it. Yesterday was my birthday. I got a cool day today, getting through some cool meetings, and I'm excited for today. And I hope you're excited for your day also. It's hump day. You guys better do something great today, man, because we got a beautiful world we're living in. Although it may not seem it every single day, it is a beautiful world because you're in it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a phenomenal rest of your day, and God bless you.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.